You are disgracing yourself when you think you are dragging and disgracing your husband. And the painful part of it is that you're dragging your children into it. Marriage is hard work, but it's very beautiful. Now, if you think that marriage is a place where you get all the peace in the world, mbano, it is not. Okay? You need to put in a lot to it, but it is overall beautiful. And so this video is for some of us, okay, our kinds who kind of get really upset and decide to escalate issues that they should keep inside their homes. This is a video that is meant for you. Are not disgracing your husband but yourself and children, since you chose to become a town crier with your husband's name. A lot of us think that we are so upset, so we have the right to put our husbands out there. You're disgracing yourself. Sometimes in the name of being heard, being right, or even seeking justice, a woman goes to town with everything happening in her home. Every disagreement becomes a public post. Every offense turns into a voice note, a live video, or a long comment thread. But in all of this, one truth remains: you are disgracing yourself, not your husband. You are disgracing, your children. As in, it's so painful because most times, because of our anger, our emotion, we tend to drag our children into a legacy that they did not sign up for. It might feel like you are defending yourself. It might even feel like you are correcting a narrative. But, once you turn your private family struggles into a community discussion, especially using your husband's name to make, your points, you are no longer fighting for dignity. You are selling it off, okay? The community will talk, yes. They will share and comment, but when the noise dies down, you are left with an online footprint that your children will grow into. Seriously. Let's be clear, this isn't a message to silence, women or victims of abuse. No, I am not that person. There is a way to speak up responsibly and a way to seek help without making yourself a town crier with a loudspeaker and an Instagram page, okay? Because when your entire identity becomes, about narrating, your husband's failure, you reduce your own value as a woman. And I wonder why people don't know this. A lot of people, you see, some women, your husband go just the pass, they go, they looking for trouser because you don't already tell them everything. Everything. This one know they stand, they feed them. This one know they do this one know they do that. You don't open your mouth. You don't hear your husband. Everything about your home is out there because you think that this will make you feel better about yourself, maybe about something that you are doing that you're not doing right, okay? Now, let me give you 4 practical ways to handle marital frustration or public disrespect without putting your family to shame. Okay? Yes, 4 practical ways. Seek confidential help, no public sympathy. You don't need public sympathy. There's nothing it will do for you. If things are rough at home, go to someone wise, a counselor, a therapist, a trusted, matured friend. Let them walk with you through the pain. Don't make Instagram your daily diary. It has no loyalty. Or Facebook or anything. Number 2, understand the power of silence. There is dignity in silence. You don't have to respond to every insult or rumor. Sometimes your peace of mind and that of your children is more important than being seen as right, okay? Let people talk. If it's a lie, it will expire. You need to know this. Number 3, have a vision bigger than revenge. When your only goal is to disgrace your partner, you stop growing. Create a life and future you can be proud of. Go back to school, start a business, volunteer, build your children's dream. Don't just let pain shrink you. I see how people bring home issues online. Protect your children's legacy. Your children will grow up. They will type their surname into Google. What do you want them to see as a wife? That's their mother. That their mother spent years ranting, or that their mother carried herself with wisdom even when things were hard. I said, I want to welcome you to Hugs and Medleys. If you are new here, this is a space where we talk about marriage, relationship, emotional intelligence, and dignity, especially for women who want to grow care. And I want to say thank you for joining. If you're wondering who I am, I'm Dr. Anusong Emmanuel Bukish. I am a psychologist, a wife, a mother, and, you know, everything, okay? I'm deeply passionate about helping individuals and couples navigate modern relationships with wisdom and maturity. That is why I'm here, and that is why this channel is here. Now, let's be honest. Some women are going through real pain, okay? Yes, some women are going through real pain. I'm not dismissing that, you know, you have been betrayed, that you have been hurt, maybe even abandoned. But when you turn pain into public performance, you give your power away. And the worst part, those who cheer you on are usually not living, you know, the kind of life you want, okay? They will say, yes, drag your husband. But when you are older and your children are ashamed of what you said or did, they will not be there. You want to leave a great legacy for your children. You deserve healing, not performance. You deserve closure, not clout. Don't let your emotion make, you know, permanent decisions that affect your children's future. Because we get really emotional that we forget a lot of stuff. There's always a better way. Choose it. Okay? Choose how to do things. A lot of us open our mouth so wide. Something will happen at home. You are out there dragging your husband, dragging him so much. As in, we tend to forget that when you drag your spouse, you're dragging yourself. When you disgrace your husband, you're disgracing yourself. You want to keep friends who don't encourage you to bring your husband and put your husband on the table. Most of us are so, I don't know what to say. Because you will have friends, every time you come, you put your husband on the table, you're talking about your husband, they talk about their husband. You think that it is because their own spouse is perfect? No. It is because they have self-respect. Now, the way you speak about your spouse in public tells, you know, the whole world if you have respect for yourself. Because the Bible says two will come together and become one. So when you say all of these unprintable things about your husband in public, you're telling the whole world who you are, because you made a wrong selection, because, you know, that man is your type, and all of these things that you keep saying in your mind, you're making a point, proving a point, trying to make people understand your plight, but then you're dragging your husband, and what that is doing is dragging you alongside your husband. If you have a problem, or you are in an abusive relationship where you have the right to go out quietly and go away. I know it's not that easy. I know it is painful, but the last thing you want to do as a wife, even if you're a newly wedded wife, no matter what happens, don't let your emotion overcloud your sense of reasoning to a point where you begin to drag your husband. Always bear this in mind, that the moment you drag your husband, you are dragging yourself. It's like you're rubbing yourself in the mud and rolling yourself in the mud, because that's your crown that you're dragging. And as you continue to drag him, that is the same way you continue to drag yourself. Like I said earlier, this is, you know, Hugs and Medleys. I'm Dr. Anusong. I love you guys. If this has brought you any kind of value, I appreciate you if you leave a comment, or, you know, share our videos to those who are going through very difficult